You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snakewood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing to be back in the Black Box as we blow a succession. The constant, continuous, consistent content creation campaign continues. I am the captain of the ship as we sail across those 7 seas. SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway. And we have a beautiful time as we do this from day to day. Oh, my. We got a reaction. Like I said, I realized they've been around a little longer than I had known. But to me, they're new on the scene, and they're my favorite podcast as far as a collective having dialogue related to our culture, the Viiral way. They are reacting to my Loke, my broski, my brother, my homie, Ho from Westside Compton, and the community, as in AD. He's from the community in this media space. Had an exchange with a Hispanic about the N-word, and they had some pretty healthy dialogue about it. So with no further ado, let's see what Hove and the Viiral way have been up to now. We got, I know their names now. We got Mr. Viiral and Messiah, but they also have some guests. So let's get it cracking.
I don't know if you know Hove and Blazzy.
Nah, who that?
Okay, there was, I guess they in the community world or whatever. Or they was on Community. And I believe Blazzy is Hispanic and Hove is black. So they getting faded, woo wop wop. And the Hispanic dude, Blazzy.
Yes, for those who not sure, Hove is definitely black. Westside Compton. I ain't seen the clip of the exchange between Hove and the Blizzy dude, but the way he just said, yeah, not around me though. That's just how Hove talk. Oh, wow. He said it just like him. Oh, my mama.
Everybody was saying he was in the wrong. Like, you took it too far. You knew dude wasn't on no racist shit. Why are you tripping? He was just like, that's just me. That's just how I am, bro. Like, that's my line, and I don't want nobody crossing it. So what y'all think? Y'all think he was in the right or the wrong?
He was right. He was right for himself. People, it's like people pick and choose of who they allow to say it and who they don't. If he's a person that stands on that, he's in the right for feeling offended by that. Just because you might have outgrew that word and don't feel offended because you deal with certain people, he's not wrong for feeling a way about it. Now, people want to be mad at him for it. People just really just don't be wanting the controversy, but they want the fake controversy. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga really feeling a way about something, people is mad about it, in my opinion. But he should be entitled to feel that way. We know what comes with that, and it's cool. Some niggas do choose to say that, but it's a lot of things that come with that, and you got to be careful who you talking around and know who you talking around. You just saying that around anybody, but then niggas is mad. What was the other boy we just got on? The black look.
Now, I said Messiah, but I don't even think he there. I'm trying to get familiar with the regulars more so than, and I ain't sure. I don't think that's Messiah. I think the other light-skinned cat name is Messiah. Oh, my mama.
Mexican rapper
Drex.
About allowing his homies to say it. He could be offended the same way y'all was offended about Drex. Mm-hmm. So to sit here and pick and choose about it, it's like that shit is give and take. It's really getting on my nerves at this point because we didn't talk about that. It was when I was on that episode and we was like, are we giving that word too much power? Right. Because we know how it gets to us. The same way they rage bait us about it. Was y'all just mad at KTLA 5? God damn, you can't fuck with your shit. Nah, you gotta put on the big part
in the middle.
Yeah, you can't fuck around with yours too much. Was y'all just mad at KTLA 5 for them dropping the M-bomb? Did y'all feel a way about that? And people gonna say, no, it's the E. People gonna say it's the ER or the A or whatever.
KTLA 5. Somebody in the comments. Put me up on game. What happened on KTLA 5 with the M-bomb? KTLA 5 is a major network news. Well, it's not necessarily news, but it's a station. I just assumed they was talking about the news. KTLA5 is a very big network out here. Network TV. What they do with the N-word? Somebody let me know in the comments.
Some people take both the same way, so I don't think he was wrong in my opinion.
I don't think he was wrong at all. Like I said, he's black. The other dude isn't black.
Facts.
And for me being black and you not being black, I know what that comes with. You probably chilling with people, just like in the Drake situation, who use that word derogatory towards us. And so, you might feel away. I don't think he's wrong. He's entitled to his own opinion. Me personally, I be having a problem with it, but it's like I can't flip out on everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's like 1,000 people who saying that shit. To me, as long as you're not white, I might give you a little slide.
It's crazy because the word has gotten to the point where there's no exact, but I'm gonna keep it Google. I remember an older black dude recently, even that, so it's deeper than just race because I was excited. He like, you don't remember me? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's up, man? And he was like, hey, man, don't call me that, brother. I ain't know. So it's deeper than just who says it at times. But even amongst us, white people that grew up day one, you know it happens with us. We have that influence on, just like you grow up. If you grew up around white folk day one and they was telling you, oh, you're not like the other ERs. Those ERs are terrible. You may even grow up saying the ER word and not being offended. This is a crazy conversation that has grown so many arms and gotten so big. But let's keep it going. I love the dialogue. Everybody here made some good points. Facts.
That's where you drawing the line at?
Yeah,
Why draw the line with them when we know for a fact that our city, a lot of them niggas really hate us?
He's speaking of Long Beach, California, for those outside of the general area that may not know where they coming from. And if you know, you know. Long Beach has, the general, what you hear about LA, you hear about Crip and Blood, and out-of-towners think that's how the lines is drawn. Well, in Long Beach, they really didn't have no Bloods their whole existence. And they had a gang presence, all Keyway. However, they not only did the two big gangs on the east side experience a legendary war, the Crip gangs, they have had racial tension with the Hispanics for as long as I can remember. Not only have they warred, even in high school, it's always been something. So these individuals, these young men are more familiar with racial tension than some of the others out here in Southern California because, for instance, in Watts, the Hispanics and the blacks grew up side by side, sharing a community almost without a hiccup, and they still do so to this day. So it doesn't always go this way. I just saw a clip recently, a cartoon, Phi Trey doing the vlog, shout out to Cuz, and he was saying how over there on his side of town, in their section, they grew up hand in hand, side by side, seamlessly with the Playboys over there, the essays, and they've never had no problems. So it'd be different. But let's keep going on with the thing with this N-word.
They don't even have to be, you don't even have to be a gang member. It don't even have to be one of their enemies. We the enemy for being black.
Like if we having a one-on-one conversation, I'm gonna get on you. If we in front of a group of people, I'll probably wait till we on the side and get at you again.
I can relate to that, but depending on how the group is constructed and how that N-word hit, it might be more effective to address it in front of everyone who heard it, so you won't have to eventually pull everyone to the side. And that doesn't mean you have to be aggressive or confrontational, but if you have something to say about him uttering it in the presence of others, I think it would be far more effective if you address it in the presence of those others. That's just me.
Because that was in the podcast just like this. So they just all chopping it, he whoop, whoop, whoop. And
they
just
probably
like,
mad at him because he called it out on Front Street. But I mean, if that's how he feel, you can't knock him down for that. That's how he feel. That's how he was raised. That's how his get down is.
Yeah, like everybody telling him he's wrong. Like, man, you out of pocket. You too sensitive.
I guarantee you a bunch of all them people who's telling him he's not wrong, who's telling him that he's wrong are not black.
A large portion was not.
Yeah.
How could he be wrong if he's telling him he's offended about the way it came off? He didn't do nothing physical. He exchanged a thought about a word that has a history of being extremely derogatory. How could he be wrong? I'm going to tell you like this. That's my broski. Not only have we hung together, we done party together, we done gangbang together, we done coach kids together, we done did it all, we done mourn together, cried together. Rest in peace, Young Flo, rest in peace, Puto, on my mama. But if I was there with Hove, I could have been having a total different conversation. And if he goes to check anybody in our presence in a room about the N-word, I'm pushing the line with him exactly how he push it. I don't give a even though I'm not running around being on the N-word patrol and shutting down every time I hear it, because I realize I just gotten a lot bigger than that. If I'm with one of us and they feel a certain way about it being uttered, I'm definitely not finna tell him me wrong. On my mama now. On a larger scale, I remember one time seeing K-Dot on stage with a young white girl fan, and I think he gave her the mic to repeat his lyrics, and it got to a point in the record where he said the N-word, and she went to repeat it after him. And 1 second, y'all. She went to repeat it after him, and K-Dot checked her. And I thought that was extremely I don't know if that didn't resonate well with me. We're going to keep it going on my mama. Hold on.
I can guarantee that.
Bro ain't wrong. If that's where you drawing the line at, then shit, stand on it wherever you at, no matter what. But we do use the nigga word loosely, like, is a trend. Like, you feel me? Black people didn't use nigga so long that everybody else is thinking it's cool because we use it like, what's up, my nigga? Like, is a way to greet you in a positive way. And we made it so cool where everybody else, like, we set the trend with everything, bro. When it come to fashion, style, when it come to word usage, you feel me? So we flipped the word nigga into something so cool. Everybody want to be like us. So they using the shit thinking it's cool because they trying to fit into our lifestyle and our culture.
And that makes a lot of sense. So I feel like this, or I think like this. If the N-word is that negative, and I've heard other philosophers say it's not. Black educators talk about it come from a history of a very positive word. I'm not really knowing which one is factual, but I know how it was introduced to the majority of us on this side of the earth and on this side of the globe, and it was derogatory negative. And if we feel like it has that much power, just change it from being the N-word, actually being some type of poison or some type of negative, tangible thing that we need not have amongst us. Just think about it. And just think we have the ability to be so innovative and so prolific that somehow we take, let's call it a polish. We got a polish, and we can't get rid of this polish. It make us stink. It's making us sick. But somehow, and they're laughing at us. They're calling us the shitties. Oh, y'all the shitters. Y'all got a polish. They just N-word, N-word, N-word. So we take this polish, and then not only do we give it a different aroma, but we start to dress it up and put it on us and make it look attractive and start calling ourselves the shit. Now we the shit. Now the same people that threw that on us and wanted it to knock us down and make us stink, now they start wanting to say, we the shit. Do we then get offended and fight for the right to be this shit? Or do we say, got them, and let them have that shit and move on without it and let them deal with the disease and deal with the stench and the filth because we just tricked them into thinking it was something cool? Because if you really break it down, bro, it ain't nothing really cool about being a near except the fact that we survived it. And we took that hardy R and made it to a smooth A. And that's just the resilience of our people. But it doesn't actually give a new meaning to the word that was used against us. So that's a thought to consider, y'all. Should we be through with it and let them have it? Let them be the now? I'm just saying.
But if you got a problem with other people saying the word, then shit, stand on it
But
no matter where you at.
To me, it's a big like hypocrisy with that word because like it'll be a Mexican, let's just say a Mexican saying nigga, 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 but he's from a gang that's claiming NK, NK, NK. So that's why I kind of don't really fuck with it because I know for a fact you got uncles or cousins that's pushing that line on us. But you coming out, you saying nigga because you listen to rap music and because your favorite group is Shoreline Mafia and you thinking it's okay. It's like somebody liable to punch you in your mouth for that shit.
It's like people using it at their own risk. Some are people cool with it, some are people not. And you around people, like bro just said, you might be around people you grew up with and they cool with you doing that, but then you get around somebody that you actually don't know and you use it and you get checked about it. Niggas, nobody else should be mad about that because y'all should have, that's not just a clear undertone that we all agreed on. Let me ask y'all this. Now, at this point, when we keep having these same similar situations, should we still be giving a fuck about other people using it, including white people?
Now, this clip here is about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We went through 5 minutes of it. I don't want to rob them of the opportunity of people that's really interested in what they have to say coming over there to see it. So if y'all really want to see the entire build on this subject, it was a great dialogue amongst, I guess, is it still dialogue? It was more than two people. I'm not sure. It was a great conversation, man. And I think anyone interested in the subject, it'd do you some good to go head over to the Viiral Way and see what them fellas had to talk about. They have a very unique perspective being from Long Beach, where out here in Southern California, the racial tensions are typically higher than they are elsewhere. And it'd be crazy in Long Beach, especially in the hood. And although he from the opposite side of the Keyway situation in these cats, my boy trifling, he from East Side Long Beach too. And he let you know it's crazy in the hood on my mama.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My name is Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nightblood, C-Mac, shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nightblood, on hood, it's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!